Yeah, guys, sorry. Look, I'm really sorry. I've been trying to go live, but for some reason, Facebook won't allow me to share to share my posts and that. So that's what I've been struggling with. But nevertheless, let me just continue with the show. Yeah, so thanks to everyone for coming. Okay. I'm being limited by Facebook right now. They're not allowing me um, to share the show for some reason. So whoever I have on the show today, please, if you can share the show on your end, it will be okay for me. Okay. But today is gonna be a very short conversation. I'm just gonna have a very quick one, and I'll be out of here. You know. So first of all, I want to say happy birthday to Mr. President, Joseph Boakai, who just turned 81. So I want to say happy birthday to the President of the Republic of Liberia, President Joseph Boakai. 81 birthday. But in saying that, we're gonna actually be talking politics tonight. Okay. Um, the president celebrated his birthday, and the president celebrated his birthday for 2 straight days. I've never seen a birthday celebration that continue for 2 days, especially for a president, right? Um, I stand to be corrected because it could have happened, but for what I know, I haven't seen that before. Now, we're gonna get in the show, guys. Please share the live with other people. I can't really share the show on my end, so please share the live with other people, please. Okay, share the show in every group you're in, and share with your friends. Invite other people to watch me, please.
My people, where you at? Where you at? Wake up from your slumber, stop sleeping. Whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your hands, whip your. Come on, come on, come on. I know you're sleeping now. You gotta whip us some more, yeah? Okay, let's go. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us, betray us so much. I said they lie. The people who us, the people lie to us, the government betray us. They can lie, they can steal, they will not go. I said we tired with their lies, we tired with their promises that led us to all our damages. We tired with that speech they preach indeed, and now unique they deceive us. The thing we saw, it frustrate us. So why can't you lie? Why can't you steal? Why can't you allow the citizens to breathe? You see, we just tell you that why we voted you. But you fool us.
I want to say to you, Liberians, what's going to provide for you? You just be standing there praising other people. We can't do it. We can't do it. And I can tell you, I don't say far away. In 3 years' time, if you don't see Liberia improving, ask her to leave. That's what I'm telling you. Ask her to leave. Because it's about you, and it's about you that we are talking. And we are very serious. I have never ever been involved in this kind of thing. I have never in my life asked anybody, if you do this, I will get it. I don't care. Because I do it, because it's my job to do it. And the God that put me there will provide for me. We all the stealing. They don't live better life than we are. The thing that you need, the basic things, food, shelter, good medical thing, that's what you need. Good education for your children. You don't need 50 cars. How many cars do you ride in a day? How many pairs of shoes you wear? So why would you know that other people standing there, their children want good thing for themselves? The children will not respect their parents if they cannot provide for them. So what you're doing is you're making the people look down on their parents. Why are you doing where am I? Because the children don't understand. They don't understand. They can't understand why they can't have toys to play with. They can't understand why Christmas, you can't give them Christmas gifts. But you don't have the chance to explain to them. Because they don't even know that sometimes you haven't been paid for months. They don't even know that your salary is being scaled down. You go to most of the offices here, where we normally have 200 people, the citizen get about 500. They assign their salary before they even go there. So the people who've been working for years, they say, "I forget about our people." Who is their people? What was someone who teaches? You want, and don't forget, even the pastor who preaches, he got responsibilities. The teacher got responsibility. You can do all the things, make sacrifice, but you are not making sacrifice. So we want to appeal to you. Give us a chance and see whether this is the last step of this country. When they move up, this Liberia will not go down again. We will not let it go. We are very, very, very. If the women in Africa.
Yeah, so my people, I'm just playing some of Joseph Boakai video. There's, some of those videos are from the campaign trail. So I'm just trying to say, I'm trying to point out something to you guys. That's what I'm playing those videos. Listen to this one.
I want to say to you, Liberians, this is the last chance you have to rescue yourself. And we are here to help you rescue yourself. What we're here for, the rescue mission, is to give you hope, to say to you, put confidence in us. And in no time, you will see that your children are going to good schools. We're not going to allow any child from the elementary to the 12th grade to be in the street selling candy and things. Be in school. Go to school.
Yeah. Those are just a reminder video, guys. So don't hold it against me, okay? I'm just trying to point out some things, okay? There's few things some of y'all don't understand. When we're talking, people get mad at us because we're trying to speak out the truth. But y'all need to understand that in Liberia, especially when it comes to the political play field, everybody's not going to be on the same side. I mean, like, you can choose where you want to be, and I choose where I want to be. That gives me a voice. Remember, where your right stop is where my right begin. So I have a voice. I have to voice out my opinion, especially when the kind of field we're in. I see a lot of you getting mad because we're talking, because we're posting videos, because we're talking. We're not talking negatively. We're trying to hold the government accountable for what they promised the Liberian people. So when you see us on the show and we're talking about this type of stuff, it's for your own benefit, okay? For me, it does not really affect me. But me seeing a lot of young children in the street, selling in the street, it has always been like that. But when you listen to President Joseph Boakai saying this,
I want to say to you, Liberians, this is the last chance you have to rescue yourself. And we are here to help you rescue yourself. What we're here for, The rescue mission is to give you hope, to say to you, put confidence in us. And in no time, you will see that your children are going to good schools. We're not going to allow any child from the elementary to the 12th grade to be in the street selling candy and things. Be in school. Go to school. Government will pay the teacher.
So yes. So when you guys see us doing what we're doing, you know, like don't be mad at us because we're doing this. Okay. What we actually doing is holding the government accountable for what they promised the Liberian people. That's the reason you see us playing all these videos. You know, Joseph Boakai promised the Liberian people that when he take over, no child from elementary to high school, no child is gonna be out in the street selling candy and water. That question comes to you guys though. Is that, you know, that's your responsibility to hold Joseph Boakai accountable for that, because you sometimes you people need to be wise and think for yourself and not allow other people to think for you. You know that those are some of the things. But we're speaking out here today because Joseph Boakai make a promise. Now, with everything that is happening in the country, then we come to this.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting vice president, Joseph Boakai, and his men trying to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together. Not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore. Joe used to be my friend. He too might have been a friend of Bromsky when I came home. Since he decided to run for the presidency, I don't think Joe and I have agreed on much, but there's one thing I agree with him about. No Congo man should be president of Liberia again. But there's
Yes, guys, those are just a couple of reminder videos. And a lot of these videos going to happen. Okay. Moving on for now, a lot of those videos is going to be happening. Now, the reason why I'm playing this video, those are videos to remind we the Liberians. Sometimes our parents allow us to learn the hard way because when they speak out of experience, when they're trying to educate us and we don't listen and we continue to do what pleases us, and then our parents allowed us to go ahead and do what we got to do, at the end of the day, it's going to bounce back and we're going to learn the hard way. Now, Liberians are learning the hard way. Liberians are experiencing what they voted for. Liberians, their vote is being well spent on them. What do I mean by that? Joseph Boakai celebrated his 80th birthday. Now, Joseph Boakai is celebrating another 81 birthday. So that's me every single year, the president of the Republic of Liberia is gonna celebrate his birthday every single year. Now, let me remind you, this is not something the president or the vice president President Joseph Boakai, this is not something he was doing. And then I come and ask you people the questions. How many of you in Liberia that are celebrating your birthday? How many of you that is taking a week to celebrate your birthday? How many of you can afford to buy a birthday present for your kid? Most of us cannot afford it. But President Joseph Boakai promised the Liberian people. He promised there will be no wasteful spending. He promised the Liberian people that when he takes power, things are going to be much easier for the people of Liberia. He promised the youth. He promised the young children. He promised them good education. He promised them security. He promised them job. It's been almost 2 years. Parents are still deciding. They're making some hard choices. With the little that they have, parents are making the hard decision. They're thinking, should I keep my child in school? Or should I put food on the table? At the end of the day, you cannot sit in class when you are hungry. So the parent will take that money that they're supposed to spend to keep the child in school and buy food. And what do we see at the end of the day? The children will gather on the street, selling between cars. Some of them being hit by keke driver, pimping riders. Some of them are being hit by cars. But what happened? Joseph Boakai is celebrating his birthday for 2 consecutive days. The food that they are eating, the money that they're spending to arrange a birthday party for Mr. President, it could do a lot for the education system. It could do a lot for the hospital. Here we are. People are crying. There's no drugs in the hospital. But President is spending a huge amount of money to celebrate his birthday. So I ask the question, Liberians, you gotta be sincere to yourself. Like my parents said, don't like I used to eat with my grandpa back in the day, and we had crab in the soup. And sometimes I want to pinch it. But you know, crab, every time you bite it, it makes sound. So sometimes when I pinch it, the hands of the crab and I put it in my mouth, I don't want my grandpa to notice that I have a crab in my mouth. So I'm being very careful to chew it. And my grandpa will say, do not eat crab with shame face. So if your life is not better as it is now, why are you pretending that your life is much better than it was a couple of years ago? If your life is not better now, do not pretend. Hold your government accountable. I'm not saying be abusive to your government. No, I'm saying hold it accountable. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to tell you people that the president should not celebrate his birthday. No, that ain't what I'm trying to say. But I'm putting logic in this. I'm saying, are your life better today? Are your children going to school? Are the children still in the street selling, or the kids are all sitting in classroom? That's the question I'm trying to put up to you guys. Because it was the campaign message and promise from Mr. President Joseph Boakai. So I'm trying to remind us, Liberians, how is our life today? The Unity Party, they call themselves the rescue or train, whatever the train is. Are your life being rescued today? Or you or your life is still down in the hole? Your life could improve if you hold your government accountable. But let me tell you guys what happened at the birthday of the president, Liberians. At the birthday of the president, what do you guys see? You saw all the government officials going to celebrate with the president. Every single government official, they have to go show face. They want to make the president happy. They're trying to buy attention from the president. The gift and everything. They could use the money that they're purchasing gift for Mr. President. They could use that money for their constituent in their district. But at the end of the day, Mr. President is much better than the Liberian people. So my people, this is the problem that we have in our country now. This is the problem that we have. So I go back to my story. How long are we going to be learning the highway? How long are we going to still long are we going to still being a sycophant? How long are we going to keep lying to ourselves that life is better? But when we go behind closed door, we tear up, we cry because we need something that we cannot afford. Every single thing about this government is a lie. Everything about Joseph Boakai, his entire life, he has been a failure. But the Liberian people are so blind, all was so blind. All they knew the fact that this old man is very deceptive, he's very mean, he's very wicked. But because of the hatred that they have for former President George Weah, they all gathered together and they vote in an evil, evil, evil old man. Now here we are. Joseph Boakai is looking even younger than the 20 years old child or 20 years old youth. Yeah. Or 81 years old is looking way better than 20 years old. You know why? Because Joseph Boakai is enjoying air condition. Joseph Boakai is riding in a $1.2 million vehicle. Joseph Boakai is sleeping on an AC. Joseph Boakai is eating as much as he wants every bloody day. So why would he be looking as young as he's 20 years old? Look on the street and see a 20 years old in Liberia. They look like my grandpa. But the children are struggling. Liberians are struggling. Life is not better than it was a couple of years ago. But Liberians allow themselves to be deceived by an old, I don't want to say this, man. But you people need to understand. You people need to understand. What is life without health? No school, no food, no medical supply. But Joseph Boakai rather celebrate his birthday 2 days in a row. Where is the money coming from? You can't tell me Is the Joseph Boakai Foundation? No, because we all knows very well that Joseph Boakai had a foundation before, but that foundation was as good as dead. The foundation was resurrected when Joseph Boakai became a president. So the foundation cannot afford to cater to Joseph Boakai's birthday. So I ask again, Liberian people, where is the money coming from? The funding for the celebration of the president's birthday. Where is that money coming from? And how much did they spend to celebrate the president's birthday? Those are legit questions. I'm asking questions that are relevant. I'm asking questions that everyday Liberians should understand. I'm asking questions that the government should be open to the Liberian people. If you come on a matter of transparency, then be open to the Liberian people. It cannot be the foundation, the JMB Foundation, or the Katumo Boakai Foundation. It cannot, because those foundation was as dead as Joseph Boakai life was. Those foundation was as dead as Katumo selling cold water. So you cannot tell me it's the foundation that is doing the funding for Joseph Boakai's birthday, because that's the lie. Joseph Boakai now using the foundation to steal money. But he's busy auditing other foundation. Anyway, I don't want to talk about foundation today. But guys, now that the birthday stuff is out of the way, I want you to understand there's something happening. Maybe the media, this is why I said Liberian media is just, Liberian media, they're all just like Joseph Boakai. They're all hypocrite. The hypocrisy in the Liberian media sector is beyond amusement. The Unity Party went to Nima County, or the Unity Party in Nima County, they had their fundraising. Just like they did in Bombing County in Banga. And they were able to raise about, let's say, 2 million Liberian dollars, which is what? Roughly around 11 to 12,000 United States dollars, right? Okay. Now, in Nima County, it was a different story. In Nima County, it was a different story. When they decided to have their fundraising in Nima County, in fact, everything collapsed. Okay, everything fall apart. No attendance. Nobody show up. Nobody show face. No more than 50 people was at that event. That's to tell you that Nimadians are not stupid people. Nima County and the Nimadians are not foolish people. The Nimadians are not going to follow or Jeremiah Pankun, because they already know Jeremiah Kun agenda. He's doing everything possible to enrich himself. So what happened? Unity Party was expecting Nima to show up. Unity Party was expecting Nima County to show up, to make it big, as one of the biggest county in the country. But at the end of the day, not even up to 50 to 60 people that show up. And that tells me that Nima County is not like the Nima County we all knew before. The political trajectory in Nima County, it has changed. The political landscape in Nima County is shifting. Now, Nima is getting more competitive. Nima people are getting more wiser and wiser as the day go by. The more younger Joseph Boakai became, the more wise the Nimadian people become. So it was not just a walk in the park. No, it was actually a disgrace to the Unity Party. It was a disgrace. Jeremiah Kuhn could not deliver Nima County to the Unity Party for the fundraising. That's why you have not heard how much they raise in Nima County. Martin Colley, he hasn't posted yet. When Unity Party had a successful fundraising in Banga, in Bombing, Martin Colley, the Variety newspaper, they put it up. And they gave us a misleading information. Misleading information. Martin Colley posted that Unity Party raised 2 point something million United States dollars, only to find out it was a 2 point million something Liberian dollars. So it was a disgrace to the Unity Party looking at themselves in one of the biggest counties where the vice president of the Republic of Liberia come from, where they have most of their ministers and everything come from. It was a disgrace. So now the only county that Joseph Boakai is depending on for them to raise the money so they can be able to afford the party headquarters for 15 other counties is Lofa County. Because Lofa County is the one controlling the Liberian government. Even so disappointing in Bon County, 11,000 is not enough. But at the end of the day, 11,000 is not going to build them a party headquarters. So what I'm looking at, the Liberian people, the taxpayer money is about to go behind bricks and steal. The Unity Party are having a plan B on how to steal the Liberian people money to build their party headquarters. Liberians, why are we not wise? We're seeing the truth right here on the wall, but we leave it and attack things are not relevant. Where is it transparency? Where is it accountability? At the end of the day, that is for you guys to decide.
I want to say to you, Liberians, this is the last chance you have to rescue yourself. And we are here to help you rescue yourself. What we're here for, the rescue mission, is to give you hope, to say to you, put confidence in us. And in no time, you will see that your children are going to good schools. We're not going to allow any child from the elementary to the 12th grade to be in the street selling candy and things. Be in school. Go to school. Government will pay the teachers. We want good classroom.
So that is there. I don't know if your kids are all in school today. I don't know. I don't know if from elementary to high school, I don't know if your kids are all in school. I don't know if every family can afford a school fee under the Joseph Boakai regime. That's a lie. That is a lie. Joseph Boakai, how long has it been? But what do we see? Is spending after spending after spending after spending. Joseph Boakai lied to the Liberian people. Joseph Boakai lied when he said if he win the election, he was going to give or education to children from elementary to junior high to high school. Joseph Boakai lied when he said that if he win the election, children will not be selling in the street no more. Joseph Boakai lied when he said to the Liberian people, he's going to provide job, employment opportunity. But what do we see? In Asalamenta, I saw an Indian man laying a brick. Are you telling me that there's no Liberian person that can lay a brick? I saw an Indians doing it. So Joseph Boakai lied to the Liberian people when he said he was going to give them a better life. Joseph Boakai came to power under the pretense so he can enrich himself, look after his own health, while his sons town traveled to the United States to celebrate his birthday on a yacht. Joseph Boakai lied to the Liberian people when he said he's going to ride a wheelbarrow to the executive mansion to work. In less than 2 years, Joseph Boakai started driving in a bulletproof vehicle. Now tell me, who is after Joseph Boakai lie for him to focus on buy a bulletproof vehicle, then catering to the Liberian people? So that tells me when you live with an evil heart towards the people, because your conscience is not clear, you believe that your life is at risk. You believe that there's people after you. Joseph Boakai knows that he deceived the Liberian people and the people are not happy. Let me tell you people something. Every time you hear a person saying the government is doing great, do not trust that person. That person is a paid propagandist. He's doing his job. Do not take these people serious because they are everywhere. Everywhere on social media, in comment section, everywhere. Those are paid propagandists. They are getting the money for what they say. So do not believe people who goes around and say the government is doing this, the government is doing that. You got to be wise. Do not allow people to think for you. You got to think for yourself. At the end of the day, guys, like I said, I only came here to talk on something really short. And
you screw us, okay. You use us and later on abuse us. So why? The government makes you lie. Why? But that's the question that we ask.
So for some reason, I couldn't share my life today. Facebook just wouldn't let me. I don't know why. But nevertheless, the show goes on. But this is how we go home tonight, guys. It was this very short. So thanks to every one of you, the few people that watch me live. I want to say thanks to all of you. To me, it was a very short and sweet conversation with everybody. Thank you all. Have a good day.